evening, Internet, and Happy New Year. It is I, Shroom, and this is my first stream of 2024. Hope you had a good New Year. Mine was fun, and then I got kind of sick, but now I'm feeling a bit better and ready to get back into streaming for the year. So we're going to be playing some Modern tonight on Magic the Gathering Online, and I always thought it would be fun to build a deck where you just try to use all the effects that steal your opponent's stuff. What do I mean? Let's take a look. So our deck is designed around using our opponent's resources, whether directly stealing their permanents or stealing cards from their library. And of course, we're going to do this with Ragavan. You know, the dirty broken monkey. It just steals cards from your opponent and ramps you as it hits in with its aggressive one-drop body. It's just the best one-drop in Modern, probably the best one-drop in Magic, creature at least. And you must be at least this good of a one toughness creature to be playable in Modern. So we're running the Ragavans. Also running 4 Robber of the Rich, which is just 2 mana reach haste. When it attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand than I do, exile the top card of their library. During any turn in which you attack with a rogue, you may cast that card and spend mana as though were any color to cast it. So this also lets us steal cards from our opponent's library, which I don't know if that's going to be good. It seems like it might not be that good because of Orcish Bowmaster is just attacking into 2 mana, one of which is black, is going to be sketchy with this card because they just play the Bowmaster, they ping the Robber of the Rich with the Bowmaster and block with the army. And that's why 2 toughness isn't great in Modern either. But we're playing Robber of the Rich just to see how it works out. Dauthi Voidwalker is one of the best creatures in Modern that also steal cards from our opponent's library. It acts as a Chalice of Leyline of the Void, exiles everything that would go to our opponent's graveyard, and it can just sack itself to cast a card that's exiled in this manner. So it is stealing stuff from our opponents. Therefore, it is part of this deck. It's also it's also just a 3-power unblockable creature, effectively. So we want that. And then we're playing 4 Siphon Insight. Now, this card, it's 2 mana instant, Temur colors. It takes top 2 cards of our opponent's library. I can exile one of them, and then I can play that card for as long as it remains exiled and spend mana as over any color to cast it. And it has a flashback of Temur +1 colorless mana. So this lets us steal cards from our opponent's library, which, is this good? Modern's a really powerful format, right? So if we are stealing cards from our opponent's library, presumably those cards are going to be powerful, and therefore Siphon Insight should be good, right? That's what I'm thinking. We'll see how it bears out tonight. And then we've got the old Thief of Sanities. Everybody hates being hit by this 3-drop 2/2 flyer that, again, exiles one of 3 cards from the top of our opponent's library when it hits and allows us to cast that and spend mana as though it were mana of any color. So it lets us rob from our opponent's library. We're also going to rob our opponent's permanents. We're playing 2 of Sower of Temptation in the main board. It's a 4 mana 2 and 2 blue for a 2/2 flyer. When it ETBs, I just gain control of target creature for as long as Sower of Temptation remains on the battlefield. So that's pretty cool. I'm also playing a 1 of Hostage Taker, which is kind of like a bad Sower of Temptation. It doesn't fly. And it doesn't it exiles the thing, and then we can pay mana to gain control of the thing. But the thing that is better about it than Sower of Temptation is that it can hit artifacts, and that is extremely relevant against a lot of matchups in Modern. So we're running 1 Hostage Taker in the main, another in the side. So that is our suite of Steal Your Stuff packages. We are Grixis colors, so we can play a ton of interaction, which of course we are. Thoughtseize steals cards from our opponent's hand. Lightning Bolt gives us a little extra reach, also good for killing creatures, clearing the way for Ragavan. Fatal Push, 3 of, and 3 Molten Collapse. This card is really good. It kills. It's a Dread Boar with plus side. You can use it to kill Springleaf Drum or Amulet of Vigor or lots of non-land permanents with 1 value cost. Hardened Scales. It's great. And if you crack a fetch land before casting it, you can kill a creature and a Amulet of Vigor. So that's absolutely fantastic. We are running a 2 of Colligan's Command in the main as well, because our creatures are going to die. It will be nice to have some means of recycling them from the graveyard and casting them again. And this is just a great card. We can make our opponents discard. We can deal damage with it. A total of 24 lands in the mana base. There's a Takenuma. There's an Otawara. We're running our mana is based on fetch lands, shock lands, and check lands. I probably have too many check lands in here. I do like check lands in Modern because when you get a good draw, you basically just need 1 fetch land, and then your mana is going to be perfect color-wise. And we do have some pretty steep color requirements. It's a very high risk, high reward mana base, however, because if you just draw all of your check lands, then you just have like every land come into play tapped, which is terrible. But I like playing high risk, high reward in general, so I'm going with a bunch of check lands and fetches and some shocks. The sideboard contains 3 counterspells, which is just an excellent spell against lots of matchups. It contains 2 Kira Great Glass Spinner, which totally could be in the main board, but this is just a good protection spell against decks that run a lot of removal. It's running Soar of Temptation number 3 and Hostage Taken number 2 for matches where they're good against mid-range decks where you want to take their creatures, or artifact-heavy decks where you want to take their artifacts. A couple of Erebos' Intervention. I like this card. It's Graveyard Hate. It also can gain you life and kill creatures in aggressive matchups, like Burn, for instance. A couple of Alpine Moons are going to answer Urza's Saga as well as Tron lands for us. A couple of Pithing Needles answer a lot of things, like Yawgmoth is a great target for it, for instance. And a couple of Void Mirrors are going to protect us from those pesky Cascade decks, or decks that like to use lots of pitch elementals. So that is the plan. We are going to steal our opponent's stuff, and hopefully, combined with our just excellent modern grade interaction, hopefully we'll steal similarly powerful spells from our opponent's library, and we'll disrupt their game plan enough to give us the advantage. So let's see how this works out. I've played a few matches in practicing for this stream, and I think I'm about 50-50 with it so far. I haven't played that many, and I did make a couple of changes right before going live. So we'll see how we do on the practice queue. Let's get into it. And if you want to support me and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. We want to play 2-player matches. All right, we got a match against Memnone 34. We're on the play. And I'll keep this. Fabled Passage for a swamp. We'll get our Xander's Lounge. Alright, let's go with Robber of the Rich. So we will get to exile a card. Nice, a land. Chromatic Star. Witch's Oven. Okay, there's some kind of Cauldron deck. They have 5 cards in hand, so I don't get to steal from them this turn. I can play their mountain, but I don't think I even want to do that. Well, I mean, it's a free land, so sure, why not? You may cast that card. Okay, I cannot play lands. Siphon Insight does let you play the card, so you can play lands off of it, but not Robber, apparently. We'll go with Thief of Sanity. Haunted Mire. That's not a card that you see played in Modern. Black Market Tycoon. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. It can tap to create a treasure. Okay. Cool. Well, let's yoink it. Yoink. They can sack it, though. We do get to steal a card with our robber. Price of loyalty. What is going on here? Gain control of target creature till end of turn. Untap that creature. Okay. Involuntary employments. Okay, so they're a threatened deck. Nightclubber. And ETB's creatures your opponent get -1/-1. Blitz. Weird. What do we want to take? Maybe involuntary employments? So, okay, so they're threaten you, make you sack your creatures with Witch's Oven is their shtick. Deadly Dispute. Incriminate. Choose 2 creatures. That player sacrifices one of them. Okay. I'll sacrifice my robber. Shambling Ghast. I can involuntary employment it, but I don't think I really want to do that. Let's just attack for starters. The Witch's Oven is so annoying. Okay, Kellan, Reclusive Painter, or land. Other creatures you control into the battlefield for with each a treasure spent to cast them. Okay. What do I want here? I guess I can cast him. He is just a creature I can attack with. I've seen your net deck so many times. This is not a net deck. I never net deck. And no, nobody plays this deck. I'll just take one from the gas. That's fine. There's the underdog. They blitzed it. They sack it. They make some food. We're gonna draw a card. Let's Siphon Insight. They scooped the match. Okay. Arid Mesa Mage is our second opponent. Our hand might be good, depending on how good Siphon Insight is. So we'll keep. Lightning Bolt is a good card. Venerated Rot Priest. Oh, geez. This deck? Alright, so we gotta kill that. Like, immediately. We'll do it with a Steam Vents. another Rot Priest. Okay. We will kill it. Wait, what is our clock is like an hour each. I don't know why. Is that what it defaults to as far as clock time? Maybe that's what I have my lobby set up as. I'll have to change that. Alright, well we dealt with their first two threats. I'll just play this as a tap land for now. I suppose it would have been smarter to leave up K command, but I do have Fatal Push. Well, they're missing land drops, which can happen. That deck probably has a very low land count. Let's see what we draw off their library. A land and a Glistener Elf. Oh, they're a Infect with Toxic. Okay. I'll just take their land, I guess. Alright, let's Thoughtseize. Oh man, they've got all the buff cards. They're just looking for a land and an Infect creature. Well, mutagenic growth is the only one they don't have to actually pay mana for, so I guess I'll take that. Two, three, four, five, six. That's their hand. Alright, they get an island. So now they can preordain. They double top. Alright, let's siphon them again. Ah. Are they going to get wrecked? Or did they put two bad cards on top? They put two bad cards on top. Okay. I just draw Scalding Tarn. Guess I'll play Grove. Blink Moth Nexus is scary. Let's draw a card. Fatal Push. Okay, we're not drawing threats. We are drawing lots of removal. Alright, they're not going for it. Let's just get... I guess we'll get Xander's Lounge. So yeah, probably would. I would just get Island. I would prefer to cycle Xander's Lounge if I draw it. Thoughtseize. Distortion Strike. Jeez. Vines of Vastwood. So that's the only one that actually provide. No, these all provide hexproof. So I guess we'll start working on those. That's their hand, right? They got all the protection. There's a Rot Priest. Alright, let's push it. Thief of Sanity. Okay. We draw a creature at last. We already made a land drop. This is a little scary. Because now we only have one removal spell at the ready. They do only have one green source. Okay, they fire up the Inkmoth Nexus. Distortion Strike. Okay. Let's fetch. I mean, our life total is irrelevant, right? Let's K command. Destroy target artifact. Make you discard. They discarded one of their royal treatments. Ooh, Sower of Temptation. That's pretty good. We'll wait till they cast a creature. Let's get in with the Thief. And see what we steal. Three lands. That's actually pretty bad, because that means they're far more likely to, you know, have a non-land on top of their library. You may cast. Okay, the Thief also doesn't let you play lands. It's only Siphon Insight that does. Alright, they got their second green source, which is scary. Come on, we need cards. Go, thief, go. Glistener Elf, Blighted Agents, Ink Moth Nexus. That's good. I guess we'll take a Blighted Agent. Really is not good for us, but what can you do? Yeah, two of their top three cards were were creatures. Immortal of Blashirk is our opponent. Will be on the play. We'll keep this. We've got interaction. We've got Dauthi. Mountain. Well, I have a feeling Dauthi is not going to last very long. But I guess that's our play. We do have K commands. No removal spell yet, huh? Let's Thoughtseize. What's going on? Nahiri the Harbinger, Anger of the Gods, Sword of Fire and Ice. That is not a hand that I'm very good at dealing with. I guess I take the sword. And do I just sack my Dauthi for it? Probably, right? My Dauthi is just going to get wrathed. But the problem is, if I don't keep the Dauthi on the battlefield, they don't play their Wrath, and they have two Wraths, which means my future creatures will be difficult to do anything with. So I think it's better for me to attack and get them to spend one of their Wraths. And Anger. There's Anger number one. Bolt. Yeah, we really... Nahiri is going to be tough for us to answer. What are we going to do? We just hope that they minus, I guess. And then bolt the first one. Sower cannot capture planeswalkers, unfortunately. They have nothing to minus on. They're going to plus it. Oh, it's this Nahiri. I thought they were both the Harbinger. Okay. Look at the top 6 cards. You may reveal a warrior equipment from among them. Sword of Feast and Famine. Protection from black and green. I guess we kill Nahiri. Thoughtseize. Get rid of Kellan the Fey-Blooded. Each other creatures get +1 for each Arn equipment attached to him. Do we take the sword? No, let's take Nahiri. How big is he? He's a 2/2. He's gonna get +2/+2 with the sword. There's the sword. Okay, I would love to draw a fetch land. So they cast the Birthright boon. Sword of Sinew and Steel. Pro black and red. It's not a fetch land. Sadly, I cannot. Okay, here's what I do. When Kellan comes down, I sower it. Then they'll sweep. And I'll be able to fatal push it. Not sure if they played this mountain or not. There's sword number 2. Takenuma. But the anger's gonna exile it, so I can't even get it back with Takenuma after the wrath. So I think I just pass. I might try channeling Takenuma. The problem is it's gonna have pro black when it gets all those swords. So I don't know if I'll be able to deal with the Kellan. Okay. There's a fetch land, so I can fatal push in response to the activation to the equip trigger. Which I think equipping is sorcery speed. Here comes Kellan. Here comes the first equip. Let's grab our steam vents. Let's fatal push. Okay. Thief of Sanity. Well, we need to get the other wrath out of their hands somehow. They have to have played this mountain by now. Elish Norn. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. That's a little hard to deal with. We need our, Molten Collapse, I was about to say. Yeah, let's Molten Collapse Elish Norn. And we'll channel Takanuma. Whatever. Let's get back our Thief of Sanity. I could have gotten Ragavan. Ragavan probably would have been smarter, because they can't wrath it. Yeah, that was a mistake. I could have just kept dashing it every turn. I do want them to spend their last wrath. Okay. There's the anger. Drawing another Ragavan would be great. Robber of the Rich. Okay. Well, it's a 2/2 haste. We're never going to get to steal a card from them. With our robber. Rip apart kills the robber. Okay. Sure. We draw land. So one issue with this deck is it just doesn't have a lot of threats. We're kind of bricking. We also don't really have card draw. Our card draw is Siphon Insight. Should probably have left that uncracked so I could revolt my Fatal Push if needed. Okay, we drew another Thief of Sanity. The exile. Grab a islands. Another Kellan to go search up an equipment. Sword of Light and Shadow. White and black. None of these swords offer pro blue. So we'll see. It's possible my sower might be really good. You gain 3 life. Return up to 1 target creature. Oh, man. That's going to be good. That's going to be so good. I don't mind Fatal Push either. Sower. Yoink. I'll take that. I just need my sower to live. Don't know how likely that is. Bolts. Yeah, and this is where we die, because it's got pro black. I need another sower. Or a hostage taker. Oh no, we just drew land. So that's an 8/8. It's gonna get... make me discard and untap all their lands. It's gonna destroy Planeswalker and artifacts. Alright, we'll let them get in 1 hit with their Kellan since they've been good sports about... Really, I should scoop because I have nothing. I can't Fatal Push it. I need exactly Sower or I die. I'll discard my Drowned Catacomb, I guess. They get back Elish. Okay, we're against Joe P. Brooks Jr. We're on the play. This is a 2-lander with no red mana and a bunch of red cards. I think we can keep, though, because we do have a Fatal Push. We have a Thief of Sanity we can play. Just need to find another land. There's 24. Lotus Bloom. Okay. So, double Lotus Bloom. Oh, geez. Ad Naz combo. This is going to be tough. Well, we can blow up the Lotus Blooms with Molten Collapse. Oh, maybe they're not. The Birth of Meletis. Okay. I have no idea what's happening. I guess I want to fetch now. It would be kind of cool to, like, get both modes of our Molten Collapses to, like, kill the wall. Hey, what's up, MF Gasp? Is this not just Jank Hammer? It's janky. I don't know what Jank Hammer entails exactly. It doesn't use Colossus Hammer, but it is janky. To the degree that you can call a deck that plays like Ragavan. Oh, are they Jank Hammer time? Bishop of Wings. Alright, I'm very confused here. The 0/4 blocker does kind of harsh our aggro a bit. Let's just see what we draw off our thief. A weird hammer builds. I mean, it's white, but double Lotus Bloom? Why would you play Lotus Bloom in Hammer Time, which is like a super aggressive deck? Okay, we just draw 3 lands. It is a weird land indeed. Okay, we can't play lands, right? No. So it doesn't matter what we take. So I think I actually spend this turn to just double remove their stuff. So this way, we might have a chance of getting through. Feels real bad. We might have a chance of getting through with our Robber of the Rich. Sun Titan. Okay. Their Sun Titan deck. And an Inferno Titan. Yikes. Uh-oh. Now I feel really bad about using my Molten Collapse on a 0/4 Birth of Meletis token. Okay, so they're just ramping into Titans. I don't know how we're going to deal with that Inferno Titan. We need a Sower is what we need. But I think I'm definitely killing the Sun Titan. I actually can Otawara the Inferno Titan too, and they don't have enough mana to cast it. That's another thing that I can do at some point. I could have left up red mana there. Wheel of Fate. So they're gonna wheel us. Okay, they're playing a Boros Garrison. We're gonna get smacked for 9. Yeah, I think I just Otawara. Of course, they can almost just hardcast it again. Anointed Procession. Soul Talisman. Thoughtseize. Alright, we can Thoughtseize the Titan, which is good. They have Sun Titan and Inferno Titan. Sheesh. That's a lot of Titans. I guess the Sun Titan is kind of more threatening in a way. I mean, if they draw the land for it, we're just dead. Either of those, really. We need a Sower. They're playing a bunch of Titans, apparently. I don't know what the Anointed Procession is all about, but they're playing a bunch of Suspend cards and Titans. Suspend mana. I guess when they recycle the Lotus Bloom with the Sun Titans, does it just go right back in the battlefield? Oh, I should have played my Robber there. We wouldn't get a card off it anyway. Assemble the Legion. I guess we're playing Assemble the Legion. This just gives us dorks every turn, I think. Put a muster counter on it, then create a soldier with haste for each counter on it. It gives us chump blockers. There's the Inferno Titan. Can I draw a Sower of Temptation, please? There we go. Yes, we got it. Blue, blue, black, whatever. Take control of your Titan. Attack with our dork. Did we just steal this victory? Are we getting wheeled right now? Yep. We sure are. So there's no way they don't find some way to deal with our stuff off the wheel. Bishop of Wings. So they're looking to double up their angel tokens off the bishop. Haven't seen their life gain yet. Guardian of the Gateless. When it blocks, it gets +1 for each creature that is blocking. It can block any number of creatures. Okay, opponent's bringing out some spice here. So they're going to get 2 angel tokens. I think that means we need to fatal push this before their end step. Okay. Now we're in a very good position. Let's Thoughtseize first. Another Guardian of the Gateless, Voice of All. Assemble the Legion. Okay, so they're looking to assemble the Legion. Voice of All is kind of a problem. How much do I care about Assemble the Legion? It gives them 2 tokens per turn, but my Inferno Titan can just kill those. I think actually Voice of All is much more of a problem. MtGO, I hate the way that you keep track of revealed cards. Okay. Let's go attacking. Let's ping down your angel. Let's K command, destroy Soul Talisman, get back Thief of Sanity. Red, black, whatever. Play a fetch land. Pass. Here comes the Sun Titan. I can double bolt it. I can also molten collapse it. So I think we got this game. That was a little scary. They're going to get a Birth of Meletis. To fish up a plains. Okay. So let's play Drowned Catacomb. Molten Collapse your Titan. GG's. Go for a lethal attack. Just ping you for 3. What are they doing? They're just floating mana. Care Keep, they're going to create a kobold. 2 kobolds. Okay, we can bolt 1. Actually, we can just double bolt their face, right? They can block 7. 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure double bolt is lethal. Fetch our blood crypts. Go to 1 and bolt you. Okay. Sower coming through there. Wait, we will be on the draw. Got a bunch of bolts and a Thoughtseize, so I'll keep that. Just Murktide, preordain. Alright, I like to start on Thoughtseize against Murktide. Wilderness Reclamation, oh my goodness. Fire, Ice. Fire Ice does kill my Robber. How important is the Robber? I think we just take Wilderness Reclamation, because that's what fuels their deck. So they're just going to ice down my land. Sure. They have 5 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and just grab a mountain and bolt you. Let's go Blood Crypt. Robber of the Rich. You now have less cards than you do. Attack. Preordain. That'll be a good card to cast next turn. There goes Lorien revealed. Should have shocked there. I actually have like lethal damage in my hand. Let's see how this goes. Ragavan. So let's play Takanuma. Dash Ragavan. They scooped the match against Esper Josh. Let's see if they're playing Esper. We've got their Sarah Angel avatar. We do have a turn 1 Ragavan, but it's a 1-lander. We're on the draw. It's too risky to keep that. Alright, this is better. This we can keep, and we'll bottom. I mean, Redundant Ragavan is good, but I like all these cards, so I guess I'll just bottom the card that I have a duplicate of. Sleight of hand. Thoughtseize. I think against that opening, turn 1 Thoughtseize is probably the way to go. Giga Drouse. Tap target permanent, replicate, time warp. Another like turn spell. Downpour. Okay, there's some kind of combo deck, like Read the Unreal or something. There's some kind of enchantment that they can use these to create infinite mana, and then they're just going to take all the turns. I think I'll take Counterspell. They are going to be able to keep my monkey in check for a bit. But I'll play it. They can tap it for days, but that will use some of their mana to do so. Alright, let's fetch. They don't look like a Tidebinder deck. Alright, let's attack with the Dirty Monkey. Here comes tap spell number 1. No? Okay. We steal Remand. Not very useful. So let's just bring out our Dauthi. Alright, go to combat. Gonna tap our stuff. Play our land and pass. Okay, they don't find land number 5. That's good. Another Dauthi. Let's go attacking. Another downpour. Alright, play our land Dauthi. Go. They still don't find land 5. Takanuma. Go to combat. Let's see what gets tapped this time. They tap Ragavan. Alright, we do get in a hit. Let's just play Takanuma. Dictate of Crufix. So they're all about just extra turns. They still do not find their 5th land for Time Warp. Thief of Sanity. Alright, let's see how they tap us down this time. Gigadrouse. So they copy it twice, tap all our stuff. Okay. Let's cast a Thief of Sanity. Exhaustion. So my stuff's not untapping. Not even going to crack this fetch. Sower of Temptation. Well, let's attack with our Thief. What do we get? Narset's Reversal, Snapcaster Mage, Island. I think we grab a Snapcaster Mage. think I actually... just play this sower as a 2/2 flyer. It'll gain control of itself until it leaves the battlefield. Hello, close media TW. I'm playing a, like, just steal your stuff deck, basically. I've got Ragavan to steal cards from your library. I've got Dauthi's to steal stuff from your graveyard. Sword of Detention to steal your creatures. Thief of Sanity. Just a bunch of stuff that just steals your cards and your permanents. Plus a bunch of Grixis removal, too. This is Modern on Magic the Gathering Online. I guess we'll just bolt you. Alright, they get off a time warp. I guess I didn't have to shock them because I have this treasure here. Yeah, it's Magic Online. Himalar Depths. Does like a Scry 3. No, it does like, look at the top 3, put them back in any order. Well, we'll see if I get another turn. I do play guitar, yes. Exhaustion. Tapping all my stuff. But now they don't have enough mana to take another turn. Howling Mine. Okay, we got him. Actually, we don't. We don't have lethal, technically. Can we draw another bolt? Siphon Insight. Molten Collapse. Let's attack you. I also don't get to untap my mana, so that's an issue. Let's see if they have another one. Nexus of Fate. Walk the Eons. Okay. Elixir of Immortality. How many turns do we let them do this before we scoop? Another time warp. We might be saved by the fact that they stumbled on mana early, but probably not. Mono blue, yeah. So they just, yeah, they're just going to take infinite turns and eventually win by milling me. They have the Elixir of Immortality. I don't even know if they have an additional win con. They set up all these Howling Mine effects that make them draw extra cards. They have a bunch of stuff that like taps all my stuff down. Eventually they get to the point where they can cast one of those spells and an extra turn spell each turn. And then you just never get another turn. I guess it's possible they could whiff, but at this point, like even an extra turn spell lets them draw 4 extra cards to let them find their tap down plus extra turn spell. It seems really unlikely that they could whiff from here, but I suppose it's possible. Plus, they have this elixir where they can shuffle all of their spells. Wait, oh, they exiled a bunch of stuff because they delved, so they don't actually have that much to shuffle, but they've got to do something or they're dead. Okay. I actually got a turn. Okay. Let's go to combat. Cryptic command. Gonna tap my team. Draw them a card. Okay. That's Prismatic Vista. Is it even worth playing a Thief of Sanity? Yeah, having untapped creatures is good. So, remand. I want to save up enough mana to bolt, snap, bolt, so that in case they ever lose a life by fetching or doing anything, I can kill them. They have the bottle though, so I don't think it's gonna work out. I probably should just scoop. Echoing Truth to bounce my Dauthis. Okay. I'll discard Fatal Push, and that's it. Narset. They reveal Time Warp. Another Dictate. Alright, I guess I'll take this opportunity to bolt, snap, bolts. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. They were tapped out. They spent life. But I think this is worth trying out in a league at some point. We did learn some things. Like, I think the premise of the deck is solid. Like, these are good cards. The Thief of Sanity, stealing our opponent's good cards. I even like Siphon Insight, you know? Like, Modern is a powerful format, so your opponent's deck is going to be filled with powerful cards, which if you can play them, that's really good for you. And Siphon Insight, you know, it's actually a decent like card selection spell on rate. For 2 mana, it lets you look at the top 2 and choose one. and then you can flash it back for 3. So it's actually not bad when you think about, you get 2 uses out of it, and you get to look at 4 cards and keep the best 2. And of course, Dauthi Voidwalker is ridiculous. This should probably be a 4 of in the deck. So yeah, Dauthi Voidwalker is great. And Thief of Sanity was great too. And Sower of Temptation is just awesome. And thank you so much for the follow as well. I feel like this card is actually really, really good. So maybe at some point in the near future, I will try this shell in a league and see how it goes. I'm still a little iffy on Robber of the Rich, although it did do pretty well in the games that we played. It got us some cards. But I think the concept of the deck is fun and sound. And I don't know what I would change. We didn't really get to see enough like meta stuff to know. The only thing I would say is like I kind of would love to get Kira Great Glass Spinner in the main board, but I don't know what I would cut. Just because like there's so much removal in Modern, and like every one of our creatures has a huge target on its head. I maybe could lose one Culligan's Command because this card is kind of designed to get our creatures back when they die. So I could see replacing one of those with a Kira. Maybe a Robber of the Rich too, since I'm a little iffy on that card. That might be a good change that I potentially might try out. But I will play this deck again in a league, in probably a slightly modified and improved version. But cool. I thought the deck was fun. I think there is some viability here, some potential. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good night.